All stations, Mumbai ground on 1 to 1 decimal niner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read?
Mumbai ground, Victor Tango November Kilo Charlie. Read you 5. How do you read?
What about
मुंबई
other stations? बहुत स्लो जा रहे हैं. नकुल ने जैसे ही बात कर ली है, आपको दोबारा रिप्लाई करना है. What are you waiting for?
मुंबई
What are
ग्राउंड
you waiting for?
विक्टर टैंगो पापा रोमियो टैंगो on 1 to 1 decimal niner. Read you 5. How do you read?
Mumbai ground, Victor Tango Oscar Mike Golf. Read you 5. How do you read?
So Nukul, Prerit, Om, you have done it. There are two more stations. Bhagat, you are not doing a readability check. And Narendra has just joined us. So please fulfill the readability check quick. I want everybody to be very fast.
Mumbai ground, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie. Read you 5. How do you read?
Narendra, how do you read? Can you let us know quickly?
Radio 5.
Is this how you will do a readability check reply? Anything that you all do in live class should be a realistic call for you to practice.
Radio 5, Mumbai ground, Didang Alpha Golfers.
Narendra, is that how you take a call? You will write anything that you are speaking and you'll use the proper call structures. You'll do it by thinking. You cannot just blindly say anything in any sequence. The call is all stations, Mumbai ground, readability check on 1 to 1 decimal niner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read? So we are expecting a reply out of this, and we need to be thorough with how we are talking and what we are saying. I'm practicing and we are practicing, and how you give even a small call is going to show us how good you are with respect to your speech and confidence. With all things said and done, you need to have that level of confidence in you. There is no other way to go about it. Where is everyone else? Are people not joining in? Let me check, okay? Until then, it's still a blind environment. We can do a couple of calls to simulate a blind feel like it is in a realistic ADC environment. Narendra, confirm call sign. It's Victor Tango Alpha Golf Golf. And Bhagat, please rename yourself with a call sign. What is your call sign? You will be using that to communicate and practice. Bhagat and Narendra, you are not giving me instantaneous response. You have to listen to the
Sir, I'm
voice
trying
and
to.
respond. Remember the dead air rule. For any response, we need to reply within 10 seconds. As per the RT manual, we have to give 10 seconds for the other station to reply. But in class, we practice with 5 seconds. Yeah, Bhagat, you were saying something?
Not able to rename.
Sorry, you were saying something, sir. I'm trying
uh,
to. What was that?
Not able to rename it. How do I rename it?
Go on your profile. There will be an option on Zoom. There will be a rename option. Go on you from
Yeah.
participants. Go on yourself. Narendra, responses.
I renamed to Victor Tango Alpha Golfers.
You're too fast. It didn't make sense. Can you try and speak being conscious about RT?
Sir, I renamed to Victor Tango Alpha Golfers.
Don't you think you're too fast saying Victor Tango also? Can you not separate each word? We are talking about RT. We are talking about clarity. It's the third time I'm mentioning. Show that change in the way you are talking.
Sir, I renamed to Victor Tango Alpha Golfers.
You have renamed to Victor Tango Alpha Golf Golf. Still, you are too fast. Okay. You have to speak as if you're speaking on RT. Is that clear, students?
Affirm, sir.
Affirm Victor Tango, Papa Romeo Tango.
Affirm Victor Tango November Kilo Charlie.
Bhagat, I want you to do
Oh,
a I want you to do a readability check on behalf of Mumbai ground with Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra. So the call will go like this. Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie, relaying for Mumbai ground, and then you'll give the whole call that I gave to the entire class, which is all stations, Mumbai ground on 1 to 1 decimal liner, readability check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read? Okay. And you will write this call. Students logging will be in two parts, left and right, transmission on the left, reception on the right, and wherever you end writing the next line, you'll start writing the other side. Transmission, reception, transmission, reception. Only right now focus on voice. I want to see your situational awareness. Bharat, are you clear? Can you do this call? Yes or no?
sir, can you tell again, explain it again?
No. With whatever you have understood, can you take the call?
Sir, I am not. I haven't practiced relaying messages.
Can you give a call the way I said you to give a call? The call will start like Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie, relaying for Mumbai ground. How difficult is that? How difficult is that? Can you not make a quick note?
Yeah, got it, sir. Got it. Yeah.
If you want to stick with I have not practiced, then take 3 more months before you can feel confident to clear the exam. You want to do that? Do that.
Yeah. Fine, sir. I will transmit the message.
Everybody note. Everybody will write any call being practiced. Now give a live call. Just do as you're told. Whether it's good or bad, we'll see. This is how we are practicing extra. Quickly do it and you'll write it as instructed and you'll send me a picture
Sure.
once the whole call is done. Please go ahead.
Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie, relaying for Mumbai ground. Readability check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read?
Victor Tango, Bravo, Delta, Charlie, Victor Tango, Delta, Papa, Sierra, read you 5, strength 5,
Read U5. Strength 5. Mumbai ground.
Okay, good job. Send me a log. Bhagat, send me a log. Very warm welcome, students. Um, some of y'all are doing practice maybe for the first time. Maybe you're joining a live session for the first time. So just go with the flow, see what's happening, how it's happening, and do it in a productive way. You cannot be like, I don't know anything, what's happening, things are too fast, things are too slow. No, you have studied, you have done the core, you are in a good situation to be going through an exposure or everything as it is. This is how we quickly build up the expertise that we can try to build up. So, Narendra, Dev, Bhagat, be very mindful about it, especially Bhagat and Narendra, because I think I don't know if you have attended. I don't think you have, although Dev has attended one session, I guess. So that's good. Now, with respect to what we did right now, relaying is when we are going to transmit on behalf of somebody to somebody else, knowing that that somebody is not able to connect with the other person. So this is how the relay call goes. Now, Bhagat started correctly with his presence of mind. Good job, Bhagat. Under pressure, under aggression, shouting, you did really well. I could see you working on your confidence when you were giving the call. It was tremendous. This is all that you need to do. Follow instructions, do your best. Excellent job there. Good job. You have to only take everything in a productive way. Be focused. Anything said to you anytime. Be focused. Don't ask for pura or complete repetition. Ask for whatever you have missed using say again. This is why the reply was very aggressive. Why? Examiner will be like, if you do something, sir, please say again. He'll be like, why? I just gave you entire clearance. Why did you not hear it properly? Why do you want me to repeat myself again? Who put you there? Why are you there? Such are the things. So we have to show that we are aware. Every session I say this self awareness and logical reasoning and situational awareness, all three are one and the same thing, and we need it in a very high manner. With respect to this call, relaying for Mumbai Control, whatever Mumbai Control call was, you had to say that. That call was all stations, Mumbai ground, sorry, related to Mumbai ground, all stations, Mumbai ground, on 1 to 1 decimal liner. Readability check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read? So you missed these 3 points, but still you have managed to do a good job. When you do a relay, you will transmit the entire message that you have received. Remember that. Now that you have got a reply, the reply is for me, but you have got the reply. You have given a readback to Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra. Now you have to report it back to me. So you have to say Mumbai ground, Victor Tango Delta Papa, correction. Mumbai ground, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie, relaying for Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra. Victor Tango Delta, correction. Read you 5, strength 5. Like this. Here, Delta Papa Sierra should have given the call. Dev, this is for you because the relay was coming from Mumbai to all stations. Your call will not be to Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie. Your call will be to Mumbai ground. So you should have said Mumbai ground, Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra, radio 5, strength 5. Bravo Delta Charlie would have given you a read back, and then he would have said the same message that you have sent for me. He would have just relayed it in a opposite direction. Are we understanding the concept of relay? Students, it would be really nice if I could see all. If you're worried about the live streaming and all, that is just for some students who cannot access Zoom, and I can still make it private. If you have any apprehensions of, exposure, like last session, one of our students was worried, sir, सबके सामने pressure आता, I'm not able to perform. I'm like, I understand. What else can I say? But this is not for that. This is not for the public to see. It is only for dedicated students to see. Nothing else.
Sir, I have one doubt.
जिसको जो भी है पूछना है, प्रेरित किसका वेट कर रहे हैं?
Sir, so like Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie relayed the message of Mumbai ground. Can Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie can directly talk to Mumbai ground by replying to that aircraft's message that Roger will contact Mumbai ground?
क्वेश्चन नहीं समझा मैं, अच्छे से समझाओ.
Sir, sir, after Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie has relayed the message to respective aircraft, then that respective aircraft can directly contact to ground that Roger will
एक्चुअली
contact Mumbai
रिले
ground.
रिले कर क्यों रहे हैं हम लोग? बिकॉज ग्राउंड विक्टर टैंगो डेल्टा पापा सियरा से बात नहीं कर पा रहा है, इसलिए तो कोई और इंसान रिले कर रहा है ना. सो
Okay, sir.
वो अगर मुंबई से डायरेक्ट बात कर सकते हैं तो डेफिनेटली करेंगे, बट इस सिचुएशन में शायद वो कनेक्शन इज नॉट पॉसिबल. दैट्स वाई बीच में इनके थ्रू हो रहा है, उस पे नहीं हो रहा है, जबकि सब लोग एक ही फ्रीक्वेंसी पे ट्यून्ड है. पता नहीं क्या प्रॉब्लम है, बट कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम है.
Okay,
Because we
sir.
are expecting the same frequency right now to be there for all of us. So maybe उनका कोई technical issue है, equipment issue होगा कुछ.
Okay, sir.
On the other side, with Victor Tango
Sir,
Delta Papa Sierra, that aircraft will constantly be trying. That aircraft will be constantly trying to communicate with ground, tower, approach, control, whatsoever. This is we are assuming that aircrafts have already flown. Aircrafts would not be cleared for flight if systems are not working during the pre-flight checks only. That's why that pre-flight check, startup, what do we call it? Pre-flight radio check, readability check, cell call check, they go hand in hand. आप बोलो ना भगत, क्या बोल रहे हो आप? कब से you're trying to say something, right?
sir, actually, you told to relay for Mumbai, relaying for Mumbai ground. I gave the message from Mumbai ground to Delta Papa Sierra, right? So then, Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra gave a read back, saying that he gave me a message saying Radio 5 Strength 5. Then after that, do I have to give him a read back to Delta Papa Sierra, or directly I can relay this message to Mumbai ground? How can I transmit this message given by Delta Papa Sierra to Mumbai ground?
So you have already given a read back to Delta Papa Sierra. Now you have to relay in a same way that you relay to Delta Papa Sierra. I said it 5 minutes ago. Yeah, your question is already answered for. How will you do it? You try to do it. It's very simple. The correct W and relaying for which. Now I told Delta Papa Sierra that you have to make the call to Mumbai ground, which he missed. It's okay. We can assume that he made the call to Mumbai, and you can consider to relay the same call, or you can relay the call whatever you had received. Try to do it if you want to practice it quickly. How to do it? W1, W2, W3, why are you calling? That's where you first specify. Why are you calling? Because you're relaying for somebody else, whom you take that call sign. Give the whole message. That's it. You don't even have to say W4 where you are in this case when you're relaying. Your position doesn't really matter unless ATC asks. So how to make a call, how to talk, the question, the moment it arises, you should have an auto suggestion of answer in your mind. 4W is always. Whom is the call going? I'm relaying to Mumbai ground. Mumbai ground. Who am I? Bravo Delta Charlie. I'm relaying for whom? Delta Papa Sierra. Simple. This is how all your questions should be tried to given an answer by default, students, is what I'm trying to say. This is how you will already know 60 or 70% of any solution to any question. By knowing that this is how the solution is. Are you following? Om, Nukul, Prarit, nice to see you all. Are we following?
Affirm, sir.
Narendra, seeing you for the
Yes.
first time. Dev, seeing you practically for the first time. Very nice to see you all. Bhagat, kya? Kaha ho aap? I would like to see you.
Switching on.
Yeah, Bhagat, situational awareness. Come on. कितनी चीजें मैं बोल चुकी है जो आप मिस कर रहे हो बार बार. Please discuss if you have any questions and fatafat fast. Look at my pace. Match up. Bring yourselves to this this thing. This will only increase your level of awareness, nothing else. Bhagat, are you completing awareness call, the relay call? And where is your video? See, we are waiting for something. We have limited time. We have to do a lot of practice. सबका नहीं हो पाएगा ना फिर.
Actually, I'm not aware of using Zoom, sir. That's why some difficult.
You're such a smart chap. Use creative thinking. Use logic. Come on. क्या ही मुश्किल होगा? Do R&D quickly. You're still thinking, Bhagat, you're still thinking on some same lines, which could be a possible factor that will withhold you or keep you away from success, which is your acknowledgement of you not knowing something. हम अगर खुद से डिसाइड कर लेंगे हमें नहीं आ रहा है तो हमें ऑटो सजेशन भी नहीं आएगा. Our mind guiding us for correct thinking will not help us when we tell our mind we don't know something. The mind will be like, oh, if you don't know, then what will I suggest? Let's work on this consciously, and this you will see is a small deciding factor. Are we following? Are you understanding these deeper level things, students?
Affirm,
Anybody
sir.
having network issue, network delay can in between turn off their videos if you see the lag is due to anything with respect to data speed. Okay? Okay. I have Bhagat hanging up, frozen screen. Narendra is frozen. Bhagat, I'll need some response from you. Let it set down. Om, in the meantime,
Yeah,
क्या है
maybe
travel plans? Yeah, please finish your sentences, everyone.
Say again, sir. Victor Tango Oscar Mike Golf.
Victor Tango, Victor Tango, Oscar, Mike, Golf. आपसे कुछ पूछ रहा हूँ मैं. What are your travel plans? When are you traveling?
Yes, sir. I will be leaving Pune early morning tomorrow
अच्छा अच्छा,
around
करेक्ट
3 a.m.
करेक्ट. सो पार्ट टू वाइवा हुआ है हमारा, नहीं हुआ है?
वाइवा नहीं हुआ है सर. एक बार हुआ था हैदराबाद अटेम्प्ट के लिए, अभी नहीं.
ओके. सो विल बी डूइंग योर पार्ट टू वाइवा. ओके. पहले वो करेंगे आउट ऑफ प्रायोरिटी. सो आर यू मेंटली प्रिपेयर्ड? ऑब्वियसली आई थिंक यू विल बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर एवरीथिंग. तो कुछ डूज एंड डोंट्स है तो प्लीज मुझे एक बार बता दो, नहीं तो हम लोग वो चालू करेंगे आपका. पहले वो कर लेंगे. एवरीबडी एल्स विल बी एबल टू सी. Okay, everybody else will be able to see part 2 mock, how it's to be done with respect to your ability to give viva and what happens. So everybody has to benefit with respect to this particular exercise. First thing. Okay, next, I'll just tell you all the agenda so you all know why everyone is gathered here. Okay. So if we are doing any mock, we'll be doing it on basis of priority. Now, Karishma is not here. She also had to do. But Bhagat, you will be observing at least couple of mocks if we are doing it and if I'm inviting you for you to see and take pointers and do's and don'ts with respect to your particular mock. And that's it. So Tabrez, Karishma, Pankaj, Siddharth, Om, Chaitali. This is the sequence. Today's 30th. Ideally, first May should be an off, right? But there's no off. So you all have to give exams. So Om, ठीक है. अभी हम थोड़ी देर में करेंगे पार्ट 2 के सारे आपको समझ लेना है नुकुल आपको भी प्रेरित आपको भी आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट 2 है यहाँ पे फाइन ठीक है Narendra, not a big issue. You can focus after today's session, whatever you observe. You can quickly focus on finishing your lectures that are left on priority within a day or two as much as you can. Dev, I think you're done. You need some homework. You just attend whatever live sessions. No worries. Mithika is not here. She'll have exam before. Usaid is not. Okay, Nakul. Rishi Aditya. Where is Prerit? Okay, Prerit and Narendra. Fine. Okay. Chalo. We'll do some questions first. Anybody has questions, especially Bhagat? Om. If you have any questions, please tell.
Negative, sir. No doubts so far. Victor Tango Oscar Mike Golf.
Dev, do you have any pending questions? Bhagat, do you have questions? Bhagat, please turn on your video. अभी थोड़ी देर बाद कर लो वापस, please. I would really want to see you all right now. कि पता चले जो भी मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपके सर के ऊपर से नहीं जा रहा.
Sir, I had one doubt.
जिसका भी है
Delta
पूछो
Papa, sir.
फटाफट. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, if an aircraft VOR is unserviceable in flight if the flight plan rules are IFR, can we request VFR or are we supposed to request instrument approach?
See, if your weather conditions of VMC exist, if VMC exists, then you can anytime request for VFR. So that is something that we need to keep in mind. If it is related to approach, if you have instrument problems, then you can say request visual approach. Not a big problem, but you can only do it if you have VMC. If you don't have VMC, then you cannot do anything visually. You can very well do a missed approach or try to go to an alternate aerodrome where you will have better performance. Only if your VMC exists, that any change can be made back to VFR rules any time of the time. Then it's not just approach, it could be anywhere. But then for VFR, you'll have to ask for a reduced flight level with respect to odd and even. So that is something you'll have to request. Otherwise, flight level 330 VFR will not be cleared only because your ground visibility will be very bad. So this is something logically we should keep in mind. And you have to just take a couple of calls there. Like one call maybe, nothing more.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Don't be shy in asking, even if I'm being a little stern or little, like, I don't know, like loud. Y'all take it in a positive way, okay, students? Like, Bhagat, you should not be worried thinking, sir, कितने दिनों बाद तो पहली बार मिले आप मुझे डांट क्यों रहे हैं? Nobody is shouting nowhere. This is just how training goes in real time. Bhagat, you understand Hindi
Yeah,
थोड़ा
got
बहुत?
it. Yes, I understand.
Anyone who doesn't understand Hindi? Narendra, you get it? Get Hindi?
Yes, sir. I can understand English.
ओम और नुकुल तो ऐसे देख रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स को जैसे फ्रेशर्स आए हो ना ऐसे ऐसे प्यार से देख रहे हैं फर्स्ट टाइम आए कोई फ्रेशर नहीं है लाइव लेक्चर में फ्रेशर है आदित्य नहीं ज्वाइन कर रहा ओके ठीक है
Sir,
गो
so
हेड सीधा सीधा गो हेड स्टूडेंट्स
sir, if we are in international boundary, so what will be the report? What will the name of that report particular? If you want to
international
report an
boundaries
international boundary.
generally will be very close to an FIR boundary which will be inside an Indian FIR and on the other side where you are right now some other FIR only 2 or 3 such possibilities are there. So it is simply an FIR report type call if you are doing it on HF. And if you are doing on ACC, then it is a control boundary crossing clearance call. So FIR call would be that I'm approaching this particular FIR boundary and I'll be changing over to my next FIR. Request crossing clearance can be said in the same call. If I'm in an international boundary and I'm going to get into an Indian boundary, HF, FIR report based call, at VHF, ACC control boundary crossing clearance based call. Simple. Estimates, ETA, flight level, flight rules, departure, arrival, everything will go. All estimates with respect to all radials and control boundaries ahead till my destination will also go. Endurance can be mentioned. ADC could be something that could be asked of you because it's an international flight. It will need an air defense clearance number before it can land. ADC number, which is related to FIC number, flight information clearance. ADC number is required for international flights to obtain before they can land. Simple as that. If ADC expires mid-air, they have to obtain it mid-air only by calling their whatever ground partners and helping them to clear or get a new clearance for them to come. This is where ADC comes in picture. So if the international आ गया तो ADC का call भी आ सकता है. We keep a clarity of mind. A very good question. Simply always understand where am I, where is my destination, what all boundaries are there in between, what all landmarks are there in between, what all weather conditions are there in between, what all rules and regulation based NOTAMs which are there in other information are there in between. Accordingly, take your call. It's the easiest exam if you do it in this way. Although it is like handling an aircraft, which is always very, intellect consuming, but it is still easy. It is like that. So अनुकुल पूछा सर मैं बाहर हूँ तो मैं किसको कॉल लूंगा. ऑब्वियसली उनके एटीसी को ले सकते हो और अगर वहां से रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आ रहा तो आप अपने एटीसी को कॉल कर सकते हो जो बाउंड्री के उस तरफ होगा, या तो एसीसी होगा या एफआईआर होगा. उसको कॉल करके अपना पोजीशन बताओगे, अप्रोचिंग बताओगे, क्रॉसिंग क्लियरेंस उनसे मांग लोगे. फिर आप ऐसे कर सकते हैं. और क्या ही करेंगे हम. इधर एचएफ एफआईआर नेम वुड बी देयर. If not, then VHF ACC, something like that.
Affirm, sir. Victor Tango November.
Good, good, good.
Sir, I have no doubts.
सीधा पूछो, सीधा पूछो.
Sir, housing clearance and transit clearance are both are same or different?
No. Transit clearance is only taken when you're going to cross an approach or a tower, a CTA with respect to approach or tower. CTA. CTA starts with some amount in air level till a higher limit. Okay. Crossing clearance can be used to cross any boundary. Okay. When we are crossing a boundary, we take crossing clearance. We get into the next control. We continue flying in that control, and the next crossing clearance will be when we are crossing the next control boundary. So crossing clearance is generally for control boundaries. Route crossing clearance is when you're going to cross a route intersection or cross a route, not fly on that route, but intersect and go intersecting another route would be route crossing clearance. Otherwise, crossing clearance is just control boundary crossing clearance. Transit clearance is when we are crossing APP boundary or TWR boundary, we can say. That is transit. So it goes with approach or tower. That's our understanding. Transit generally is related to an aerodrome. We are overflying the cruising altitude at cruising altitude over a particular aerodrome. So we are going to indirectly be a part of that particular aerodrome traffic in their immediate vicinity. They might have given certain high altitude holding patterns to certain aircrafts, or they might have blocked their cruising altitudes in their vicinity for their own aircrafts. So we want to check in real time if their particular airspace is available at a higher altitude for us to just pass through it. So that's the time we just transit through it. We just pass through it. So we request for transit clearance. In some situations, that airspace will be closed. In some situation, other information will be there where that airspace will be closed. You can simply skip that area from your route, directly estimate a direct joining to the route that connects that VOR to your further destination. In the worst case scenario, if transit clearance is not given, either you change your flight level by taking permission or you directly fly to the other route by avoiding the whole transit. So that is transit clearance. Crossing clearance, as I said, anytime you're crossing a control boundary, you can take FIR boundary crossing clearance also if you want, just like you take FIR report, ACC control boundary crossing mainly. These are the two boundaries where we have crossing clearance. Then we have route crossing clearance. That's it. Only these are the similarities. Think. Bhagat, how are you feeling? Share your mind. What are you thinking?
So I was thinking about to ask a question. So for example, there are few questions where it's mentioned you will get a call from ATC comply. So for such questions, do we have to after saying transmitting question number one, so do we have to wait for ATC to call us in exams, or do we have to raise their station?
You have to raise their, no, you don't have to raise their station. We assume that the call is made to us because that's what the question is saying. And we give an answer to somebody raising our station. So in that question, it is for us to decide which ATC might be calling us by checking within which ATC's control are we right now. And if we are somewhere in Mumbai ACC and if our flight level is matching with the ACC cruise levels, then I would simply say Mumbai control, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie. This is how I'll reply. Now, earlier we used to reply like this. If somebody is raising my station, that Mumbai control, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie. So I am raising station with Mumbai control. Their reply would be Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie, Mumbai control, go ahead. Now, go ahead is tricky for our exams. Somewhere it's mentioned go ahead is not to be used anymore, just W1, W2. Somewhere some instructors are still expecting go ahead. So we keep an open mind and see how our examiners are reacting. So when somebody says ATC is calling you, it means chances are either we are listening the call, or if it is on HF, then we have got a cell call notification. In the question, cell call notification will be mentioned directly that you get a cell call notification. It means you will give a reply to HF ATC who are trying to raise your station. You getting a cell call notification means that HF is trying to raise your station, trying to make you talk to them. On VHF, if ATC calls you, I check where I am with respect to whatever hint is given to me in the question. Mumbai Control, Air India 123, go ahead, should be my first call. Examiner will not make a call. Nobody will make a call. We just have to assume. The question is saying, I have received a call, and my reply to that call would be me giving them a go ahead or me giving them a standby. Instead of using go ahead, you can simply say Mumbai Control, Air India 123. If you want to say standby, Mumbai Control, Air India 123, standby. We'll call again in 10 minutes if you are busy with something in a very stressful situation. But generally ऐसा होता नहीं है. We generally say go ahead, or we generally just say Mumbai Control, Victor Tango Alpha Bravo Charlie. So your call would start like this: Mumbai Control, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie. If you have called the right ATC, examiner will reply. If not, there will be no response. You wait 5 to 10 seconds. If examiner doesn't respond, cross-check the ATC. Have you got the right ATC? What is the next ATC you think could be instead of Mumbai Control? You check level. You realize, oh, I was just at a smaller level. Mumbai approach, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie. See if ATC replies. If not, cross-check. What are you doing wrong? Right. See what could be the other ATC. It could be either any ground station, it could be radio, or it could be a wrong mistake that you did, that you're looking at the wrong chart. So you have to reflect in real time what's going wrong. Why is ATC not responding? And then when you'll call Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie, ATC, if he or she is thinking that, yeah, it's Mumbai Tower only that's calling, then they'll say, Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie, Mumbai Tower, so and so is the call, so and so is the information. What is your intent? Something like this. If you call the right ATC, they'll reply. If not, they will be quiet. You will write no response in the ATC section and you'll try to raise the station again. Generally, whenever you get no response, it is advised to call the same station again by raising the station. And if they still don't respond, then we call the next best possible ATC as per our deduction and knowledge. So all these things go hand in hand with respect to one question that Bhagat has asked. Are you following Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie?
Yes, sir.
कॉन्फिडेंटली पूछना है.
We'll follow.
एंड जो लोग वीडियो में खुद को पहली बार देख रहे हैं, प्लीज डोंट बी डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बाय लुकिंग जस्ट एट योरसेल्फ अगेन एंड अगेन. ओके, अच्छे दिख रहे हैं सब लोग. हाँ भगत, लुकिंग नाइस. नाइस टू सी यू फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम.
Yeah, thank
तुम
you, sir.
तुम्हारी सबसे ज्यादा टेंशन हो रहा था, तुम्हारी टेंशन में पता ही नहीं चला ओम का एग्जाम कल है. ओम क्या, एक नोटिफिकेशन तो भेज देते सर, कुछ बचा है क्या, मेरा एग्जाम कल है.
No, sir, I was waiting for you, but I am well prepared, I guess.
या आई एम नॉट वरीड अबाउट, बट वेटिंग फॉर यू क्या होता है, पहले आप कम ऑन. लाइक भगत को देखो, ही इज लाइक ऑलवेज चेकिंग थिंग्स एंड लाइक सर 5 दिन बचे, 8 दिन बचे हैं, मेरे को जल्दी करना है. आई एम लाइक अरे तुम सही जा रहे हो, गुड जॉब, कीप इट अप. भरत, वेरी हैप्पी टू सी यू फिनिश्ड ऑल लेक्चर्स. स्ट्रेस फ्री एकदम अभी. दिस इज व्हाट आई वांटेड. Dev, very nice. You are also very proactive all the time. I really like it. As an instructor, it becomes too much of pestering from a student sometimes, but as a student, it's the right thing to do. And I'm always pro student. So always be like that. Bhagat, you have to understand everything I'm saying, okay? Everything. Acknowledge करना है. तुम्हारे मॉक में अगर पता चला तुमने इस चीज को फॉलो नहीं किया है, तो मेरे को ऐसे चिल्ला के बताना पड़ेगा, ये सब बताया था ना, क्या कर रहे थे तभी. इतनी सी बात है. तो यू शुड बी टेकिंग एवरीथिंग. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस यू विल यूज द स्टूडेंट्स. किधर है रिएक्शंस? दिस. रेज हैंड. Check on your app. Reactions is an option. Bhagat, you can check. I'm showing you how to do it. And you can always raise your hand like this. It means you have a question and I'll take your call sign and you can ask. Okay? Any more questions? Ask. This is good, Bhagat. Very nice. Narendra, any question? Nukul, any question?
Some questions. Sir, I have some PDF. Okay.
Nukul, read you one. Sorry, बीच में बोल रहा हूँ. Read you one.
Background, Victor Tango November, how to read.
Victor Tango November Kilo Charlie, Mumbai ground. Read you 3. Say again all.
Mumbai ground, Victor Tango November, Kilo Charlie, read you 5. How do we read?
Victor Tango November Kilo Charlie, Mumbai ground. Read you 3. How do you read?
Read you 5.
Now, when something like this is happening, so the station calling and facing problem will stop the video to see if that helps in connectivity. Okay. Nukul, how do you read now?
Read you 5. Victor Tango November, Kilo Charlie.
Okay, good. Please ask your question.
So the last attempt in part 2 viva, so they asked me about the simple definition of bandwidth. So I give them answer that it's nothing but is the proper answer, like it's a capacity to transfer the data in particular in frequency band. So is there any proper definition for the bandwidth for the RT or for I've searched in the PDF, I don't get it.
One thing about definitions, everybody make a note of it. They are expecting by the book definitions. So whatever definitions you have in the booklet, please do every day reading through it and highlight the frequently used definitions in RT and in rules of the air that we have seen. Those are the definitions that will be asked, and try to stick to the by the book definition. So everyday reading, daily reading will give you a picture memory to be able to give the answer directly. ओके. ये मेरे को आप भेज दो, मैं आपको इसका बहुत अच्छा बाय द बुक डेफिनेशन भेज दूंगा. पार्किंग लॉट के हिसाब से आप मुझे टू डू लिस्ट में भेज दो नुकुल. आई गेट बैक टू यू ऑन दिस. आई डिवाइस सच अ डेफिनेशन and I'll give it to you. I'll cross reference from manual itself, don't worry. आपसे नहीं कराऊंगा, मैं कर दूंगा ये चीज. Any more questions?
Affirm, sir. Negative. Tango November Kilo Charlie.
Dave, questions? Any?
Negative questions as of now, sir. Victor Tango Delta Papa Sierra.
Very good. Okay. Once again, we'll take Ohm's part 2 Viva. Okay. And then we'll take a short break and we'll do a part 1 Viva. Part 1 mock. And we'll be doing more practice in the same session. Anybody needing break can raise a hand. We can discuss and give 5-minute breather. Okay. I'm thinking to get everything done in the same session only, not to wait to close and make one again. This is how the plan is. So, because Om has exam tomorrow, we might want to simulate something. But for Om, moreover, is just one check whether our part 2 is being done or not. Because anyway, one day there's not much that can be done other than quick revisions. I would want to do more mocks. Bhagat ko bhi karna hai because of his mental peace. And of course, हो गया पढ़ के तो we can do it. ओम का भी एक करना अच्छा ही होगा because he has exam tomorrow. And then we have to do one more for Karishma, but she's not here. So I'll have to check. So it seems like quick thing 25 minutes, but एक एक घंटे से ज़्यादा लग जाता है एक mock पे. So we'll see how it goes. And we'll see, पहले ओम का part 2 कर लेते हैं, फिर भगत का एक part 1 कर लेंगे. And then फिर हम लोग वापस से ओम का एक part 2 कर लेंगे. This would be our active plan. Okay, for now. We'll try to do at a good pace, but not compromising quality. If I'm rushing, speaking fast, and if quality is being compromised, then you have to tell me, sir, speak slower. I'll understand. Or you can make a call and communicate that call to me. Are the instructions clear, everyone? Bhagat, are you there?
Yes, affirm. Affirm
Yeah.
Victor Tango Bravo Delta.
How will you benefit? Bravo Delta Charlie, Alpha Golf Golf, Delta Papa Sierra. How would you benefit? By observing how it is done and naturally preparing yourself in that line with however you can do it, at the same time asking questions. You have to listen to everything. Okay? Can I expect that from you all? Bravo Delta Charlie, Alpha Golf Golf, Delta Papa Sierra. Are you
Affirm, sir.
following? Bravo Delta Charlie? Yeah, you don't think मेरा क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, उसका क्यों हो रहा है. Everything is going to help you. Otherwise, I would not ask you to be here. समझ रहे हो? ब्रावो डेल्टा चार्ली, आपसे ज्यादा एक्नॉलेजमेंट मांग रहा हूँ मैं.
Yes, sir.
चलो. Nukul, I hope you're also following. Now you go back to unmute. Video on कर लो एक बार चाहिए तो वापस. Okay. So we'll just give a 2-minute breather to Om to mentally prepare. Om, you believe and imagine that you are in the part 1 Viva. You are in the waiting hall after your part 1 Viva is done. And examiner has just come and taken 2 to 3 names from the whole list and said, Om, this and this can wait, rest everybody can go. Now you know, अरे वाह, मेरा part 1 हो गया, part 2 बाकी है. With that feeling, you will be pretending that you are seated in the exam hall. The moment I come back on, everybody all stay on. लगना चाहिए भीड़ में बैठे हैं, ठीक है? The moment I come back, I say, Om, come to the room. You'll imagine you're coming to the room and remember you'll knock on the door. You'll push the door a little, request permission to get inside. One examiner, two examiner, three examiner. Look at everyone, wish them the good time of the day, be it morning, afternoon, evening. Before seating, say, may I have a seat? Same will repeat if you are asked to change places. This simple ethic, you'll wear formals. Don't wear sports shoes on formals. Full sleeve shirt is better. You can roll it half full. You can do both. And wear formals, of course. Like you can in the shirt if that works for you. That will be much better. And formal shoes. And beard should be groomed. Hair should be like proper. Simple. They should see the seriousness in you. That's it. You know how to do the answers and questions. I'll just tell the whole class. Whenever a question is given to you, let the question revolve in your mind for a few seconds, and then let all pointers coming to the related to the question accumulate, and then give an answer. Answer in part 2 Viva should be given in description with respect to all the points that you can say about a certain point. If they say what is ILS, you don't just say the abbreviation of ILS. Say ILS is a radio navigation based instrument system that we have, which is widely used for a critical phase of an aircraft's performance, which is landing. Now, it is such an obvious statement, but I've taken such descriptive uh, time and liberty to describe. This is generally what is giving me my mind time to accumulate all important points about ILS that I've studied. So ILS, the abbreviation stands for Instrument Landing System. It has three components based upon its three operations. One would be to give me safe touchdown with respect to horizontal length from the runway threshold, which is done by marker beacons. One is to maintain glide slope angle so that I don't undershoot, overshoot, which is done by glide slope. And one is to maintain the center line of the runway, that is with the help of localizer. This is how I start. This is how I explain everything in simple ways, giving some detail so that you can get to speak more, show them your level of maturity with respect to understanding, and then you start with principle, frequencies, modulation, lobes, depth of modulation, whatever the principle is. And then in the end, you can talk about other things that you have studied in the summary sheet. Are we following this? Will you remember this? Be conscious and try to do it. That's it. Be conscious and try to do it. Chalo, all the best, okay? You all can talk to each other now, I don't mind. कैमरा ऑन रखना है सबको, ठीक है? Okay, Om, please come to the exam room.
May I come in, sir?
Yes, please come in.
Thank you, sir.
Please have
Good
a
morning.
seat.
Correction. Good evening, sir.
Very good evening.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Om Gaikwad, please tell us something about yourself.
Yes, sir. My name is Om Vilas Gaikwad. I am 20 years old. I am from Pune, born and raised in Pune. I have done my diploma in civil engineering after 10th. Currently, I am pursuing my CPL goals. I started my CPL studies from RT only. I always wanted to become a defense pilot, but unfortunately, due to some personal reasons, I could not do it. Eventually, when I was doing diploma, I got attracted to commercial aviation, and now I am working hard to achieve my goals.
Okay. What do you mean by RTR license?
Yes, sir. RTRA stands for Radio Telephony Restricted Aeronautical. As per Rule 63 of Indian Aircraft Rule 1937, all aircraft registered in India and required to be operated in accordance with VFR IFR conditions shall be equipped with communication equipments which are capable of conducting two-way communication at all time with the frequencies those are prescribed by appropriate authorities. RT license is a license required to operate aeronautical frequencies and it is a certificate of proficiency.
You didn't mention the full form of RT license.
RTRA stands for Radio Telephony Restricted Aeronautical.
What is the meaning of restricted?
Restricted, the meaning of restricted is that it is restricted to use for aeronautical, it is restricted for the aeronautical uses only. Not everyone can use this license. No one can handle those frequencies. It allows the user to operate aeronautical frequencies. That's why it is restricted to aeronautical uses only.
Okay. What is ICAO NX10?
Yes, sir. ICA Annexure 10 is aeronautical telecommunication. Annexure Annexure 10 includes 5 volumes. Volume 1 is radio navigation aids. Volume 2 is communication procedures. Volume 3 is communication systems. Volume 3 has two parts. Part 1 is a digital data communication system. Part 2 is a voice communication system. Volume 3 includes systems like very high frequency data link, aeronautical fixed telecommunication network, aeronautical mobile services, emergency locator transmitters, secondary surveillance radar, and many more. Then volume 4 is surveillance.
What do you mean by single sideband?
Yes, a single sideband means we use single sideband is a type of amplitude modulation. We use only one band and one side, and we reject the other as well as frequency at a receiver. We use single sideband in all HF aeronautical communication and broadcasting services. And for VHF, we use a double sideband. All VHF communication like ground control tower approach is operate on the double sideband.
Okay. What do you mean by surface waves?
So surface wave is a propagation method. It is generally used for a low frequency and medium frequency. Surface wave, the surface wave propagation method is means like a wave travels to a distance following the curvature of the earth. Any
Okay.
obstruction in
What is the other way to transmit surface waves, if not through surface waves?
uh, say again, sir.
What is the other way to transmit surface waves, if not through surface waves?
Yes, sir. So the other type is the skyway propagation. We
Okay.
HF
What do you mean by skip distance?
yes, so skip distance is the distance between the transmitter and the first skyway which returns back to Earth after transmitted at an critical angle after total internal refraction by ionosphere. It is the first critical ray. The
What is the
distance
skip
between
distance? Say again. Yeah.
yes, sir. So the distance between the transmitter and the first critical ray,
And what
which ray,
about dead space? What do you mean by dead space?
yes, sir. So the dead space is the distance starts from where the surface wave propagation wave ends and where the first skywave, which returns back after total internal refraction, it reaches the Earth. It,
Okay. What is the meaning of WPC?
yes, sir. WPC stands for Wireless Planning and Coordination Wing under the Ministry of Communication and Information Technologies under the Department of Telecommunication. WPC was formed in 1952. WPC is a national broadcast correction. The WPC is a national radio regulatory authority responsible for frequency spectrum management. The headquarters of WPC is in Delhi and the regional offices are in Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, and Guwahati.
Okay.
WPC deals with.
Okay, that's enough. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Go to the next, sir. So, okay. Okay, Om, quickly tell me, what do you mean by VMC?
VMC stands for Visual Meteorological Conditions. These are meteorological conditions which allows the aircraft to fly visually. It allows the visual approach. A visual approach is an approach when the either part or wholly.
What do you mean by transition altitude?
Transition altitude is the altitude above which we fly. We change our pressure setting to a standard QNE pressure setting. Transition altitude below transition altitude, we usually fly on station level pressure, and transition altitude is a altitude we cross when we climb when we are departing.
How do you define height?
Height is a distance measured from the ground level uh, to vertically upwards.
What do you mean by flight level?
Flight levels are altitudes measured in hundreds of feet above the flight level. We measure in flight levels about transition altitude.
What do you mean by altitude?
Altitude is a distance measured from mean sea level uh, vertically upwards.
What is the frequency used in VOR?
In VOR we use VHF band between 108 megahertz to 117.905 megahertz. VOR is a aircraft navigation system based on the VHF band. It uses a radio wave as a primary source for the guidance of pilots throughout various aspects of safe navigation. VOR broadcast radio VHF radio composite signal, including
What is the difference between ADF and VOR?
ADF and yes, sir. So ADF it operates on ADF uses the frequency band ADF usually work on the low frequency and the medium frequency bandwidth, and VOR operates on the VHF band. We usually use NTB ADF. NTBs and ADFs are co-located. ADF is defined as an automatic direction finder, which identifies the relative bearing of an aircraft from the radio beacon transmitting in low frequency and medium frequency. ADF has two antennas, loop antenna and sense antenna. Loop antenna to receive a signal and sense antenna to give a direction. We use NTB ADF for homing, letdowns, holdings, and as an en route navigation. We use BFO for tuning, identification, and monitoring. BFO stands for bit frequency oscillator. It is a dedicated oscillator which creates an audio frequency signal from Morse code radio telegraphy transmission to make them audible.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's enough. You can go now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so class, how do you think? Prerit, Nukul, personally, I think Om, excellent job. Excellent. Obviously, we'll have some of the other room of improvement here and there always, as long as we are students. And even if I give in anything, I know that somebody will say, Alkesh, आपने ये सही नहीं किया, आपको ये वैसे करना चाहिए था. That being said, good job. Excellent. You're good to go. I'm so confident about you. You just ensure that nothing goes wrong with you. You be careful about sticking to what you have prepared, believing in the strategies. That's it. उससे change नहीं होना है अपन को, because you're doing the right thing. Right thing से change नहीं होना. Two things that I want you to make a correction in yourself. Don't say don't use words like unfortunately, personal problems, and all. This is very private, and we will not share it with anyone unless they drill us into knowing more about us. Okay? So, otherwise, a very good yourself, born and raised here. We start how? We say born and raised here. I started my education. I did my 10th, 10 plus 2 here and here. Then I did my further education here and here. And I have always wanted to be a pilot, and my life revolves around having a career, or my life revolves around my career, and being a pilot is a part of my career since so many years, maybe 6 months, maybe 6 years, maybe 16 years, whatever the case is. This is how we connect what we are doing right now in about ourselves. Then after specifying that career is very important to me and I want to pursue career into become a professional pilot, I say, other than my career, I have certain hobbies. I have family members. I like spending time with my family. These are my hobbies. This is how I spend time. But more time I'm giving towards my career only and physical fitness. In your case, you can say that. You can say music a little bit. Come back, slightly give a hint of CPL and why aviation, since when? Because it's your career. Simple. You want to establish a good career life so that you can have a good life for your parents and for yourself. This is what you can add here. That's it. If somebody says, why didn't you go for defense? You're like, sir, it's some other story. I'll tell you some other time. Because you have personal connect with that goal also. Like this. So make this change. It is all good. Don't say unfortunately. Don't bring up Air Force. Say, I always wanted to fly. I was not sure whether it should be defense or commercial. Growing up, I realized chances were for me to be attracted or for me to be inclined were more in commercial compared to Air Force. There were many such reasons, subject to some other time of conversation like this. You can say. उसके अलावा your goals, why you are here is basically simple. It's one of my other ground school subjects. I already know importance of RT, and learning RT, I get to know everything that a pilot does at ICAO required levels. So for me, this is more about learning than just about a license. This is something you should be able to say. नुकुल फॉलो कर रहे हो? सुन रहे हैं आप? सिर के ऊपर से तो नहीं जा रहा है ये, आप सबको यूज करना है. भगत, यू हैव टू यूज इट. नरेंद्र, यू हैव टू यूज इट. एवरीबडी, द स्ट्रैटेजी रिमेन्स द सेम. Variations will happen with the way you are performing, but there is a common line of expected performance levels which we are checking here. So much. RTRA also give the full form directly. Also explain why restricted is directly. Restricted to use of only civil aeronautical frequencies, not other frequencies which are in civil use, like civil maritime frequency. I cannot use. Give that example also. Simple. Maritime. That is for marines, basically. Otherwise, first set of distances very nicely explained, very good. And second type also, just go through your definitions after this session. VMC, transition altitude, height, flight level, and altitude definitions, and try to give them by the word. Somewhere you were there by the word. I was liking it. उस पे एक finisher ले लो आप, finishing कर लो एक, और मुझसे क्रॉस चेक करो, क्रॉस स्क्रीनशॉट्स. बाकी वीओआर फ्रीक्वेंसी आपने अच्छे से बोली. डिफरेंस बिटवीन एडीएफ वीओआर, आप चुप हो गए, फिर आपने सोचा और आंसर दिया, बहुत अच्छे से दिया. फ्रीक्वेंसी, आप जब डिफरेंस समझा रहे हो तो एक एक पॉइंट दोनों का एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हो. जैसे जैसे एडीएफ का एक एक पॉइंट दे रहे हो, उससे रिलेटेड वीओआर का एक एक पॉइंट डाल दो बीच में. बट यू डिड रियली वेल. आई एम श्योर यू हैव स्टडीड हार्ड. इट कैन बी सीन. द वे यू आंसरिंग इज ऑल्सो गुड. आई थिंक यू आर रेडी. गुड जॉब. रिजल्ट फेवर में आए ना आए, आप रेडी हो, इससे बड़ा कुछ नहीं हो सकता स्टूडेंट्स। समझ रहे हैं आप? व्हेन वी रीच दैट लेवल वी आर नेवर वरीड अबाउट रिजल्ट्स। हमें अगर नहीं भी आया हमारे फेवर में तो पता चलता है अपनी गलती नहीं थी, कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो गया, ऐसे समझ में आता हम लोगों को। तो दैट्स वेयर एटलीस्ट वी कैन फील हैप्पी दैट चल मेरा एक चीज तो करके हो गया है, एक चीज के लिए तो मैं प्रिपेयर्ड हूँ। वैसे ही मुझे हर चीज के लिए प्रिपेयर्ड होना है, देन आई एम गुड टू स्टार्ट फ्लाइंग। इट्स लाइक दैट। गुड जॉब, ओवरऑल गुड जॉब, अच्छा लगा मुझे। क्या करोगे आप? TAH, दैट इज हाइट, फ्लाइट लेवल, ऑल्टीट्यूड, इन और VMC के डेफिनेशंस बाय द बुक चेक कर लो, नोटिस करो कितना अलग है। सेम हिसाब से स्ट्रैटेजी होगी तुम्हारी, जरूरत पड़ रही है तो एक बार ये डेफिनेशंस देख लो वापस, उस हिसाब से पिक्चर मेमोरी बनाने के लिए जहाँ कीवर्ड्स एक्सपेक्टेड हो। कंफ्यूजन होगी मुझसे शेयर कर लेना, ठीक है? बाकी कोई क्वेश्चन है तो बताओ तुम्हारे प्रेपरेशन के लिए।
No, sir, negative doubts. I understood so far.
ठीक है, आई डोंट थिंक यू शुड अटेंड द मॉक, आप अपना प्रेपरेशन करो, ठीक है? अब भगत को प्रैक्टिस कराता है, तुम मुझे बोलो तुम्हें पार्ट 1 मॉक करना है कि नहीं करना है, उस हिसाब से मैं आगे का शाम प्लान करता हूँ।
No, sir, I don't think I'll need the other mock. I'm prepared, kind of.
ठीक है, यू गेट बैक टू डूइंग दिस फर्स्ट एंड रिपोर्ट कंप्लीशन। सर आई क्रॉस चेक दिस डेफिनेशंस बाय द बुक, मेरे को अपडेट मिल गया है, आप बस देख लो और मेरे को उतना शेयर करके छोड़ दो। बाकी आई एम एट योर डिस्पोजल, लेट मी नो इफ यू नीड मी। ओके,
Affirm, sir.
good job. Can we all like mentally clap? It was one of the best part 2 practice sessions I have had. Literally speaking, मुझे तो बहुत मजा आया, लाइक गूजबम्स आ गए। सो नुकुल, आप तो मुझे उनसे ज्यादा इम्प्रेस करोगे, है ना? एंड हर्ष, नहीं हर्ष नहीं, प्रेरित ऑफ कोर्स आप भी इम्प्रेस करोगे। ओम, गुड लेवल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस, ठीक है, यू कैन फील फ्री टू लीव द सेशन, यू
Thank you,
डिजर्व इट।
sir. Thank you, sir. Have a
नाइस,
good day.
नरेंद्र कर रहा है, थैंक यू सो मच। देव इज फीलिंग सो हैप्पी फॉर होम, वेरी नाइस। देव बोल रहा है उसने किया मैं भी कर लूंगा, सेम स्टूडेंट ना, सेम एकेडमी के, और क्या चाहिए? फाइनली भगत इज स्माइलिंग। ये तो भगत के तो बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क दिख रहा है कब से मुझे। चलो, एनी क्वेश्चन सो फार about how he did part 2 viva or anything else about part 2? This is exactly how you are supposed to do, simple। इससे बेहतर होगा तो बेस्ट है, इससे कम भी होगा तो भी तुम्हारे फेवर में ही आने वाला है। दिस वाज रियली गुड, like, and these questions that I asked are questions from a past a few days. One of our students who cleared, uska part 2 mein he was very upset because his DGCA questions were not right, he was saying, because he was asking verbatim answers, verbatim to transition altitude, height, flight level, altitude, and he was very aggressive, but his WPC was good, so he's like, sir, I don't know what, but so to know that you are already prepared, because these seem like what very basic questions, right? Like SSB, amplitude modulation, when we give an answer, other people know that we have done the basic of studies properly. When we don't give an answer properly, they realize we have not studied the basic properly. That's the only difference. Because to somebody who's not studied, it's such a difficult thing to know. Single sideband is a part of AM, where we are rejecting the main sideband and the lower sideband, like upper and lower. For them, it's like, "Arey, ye sab kya ho raha hai?" But have we not studied it? We have studied it. We have studied more than what they are going to ask, obviously, because these questions were what, 8 to 12 questions. Still, it took 9 minutes. Imagine some of our students spent 20 minutes with examiners in their first attempt, part 2 Iowa. Why 20? Because based upon the experience from where the student is coming, they might ask more questions. So you have to be prepared. That's it. Take your time. Talk to them in a mature way. That's it. Okay. So you'll be starting with our part 1 mock. And Mr. Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie is first in sync to do it. Bhagat, are you ready?
Affirm, sir.
Bhagat, can you give me a better and more promising reply? Try to stretch your message.
Affirm, sir. Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie.
Too fast, too fast. Even when you're not writing, learn to speak slow so that the other person can listen and write. Affirm,
Sir.
ready for my mark, like this. More clarity and emphasis. And then end with your call sign. Understand what I'm expecting out of you, huh? So are you ready?
Ready, sir. Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie.
Good try. You're trying to think about it consciously. Very good. So again, we'll simulate a blind environment where all students are seated. You will be call out your names. You will be sitting in the exam hall. One examiner, one student. There could be 5, there could be 6, there could be 7. Paper will be same. Solutions definitely can be different. 25 minutes from the time they say you can start transmitting, you can take your time. Now, Bhagat,
Sir,
some instructions. Yes, please.
So you'll send a question paper, right? So you'll send it through mail or how is it?
Yeah. So when I say you are called, you will assume that you're called. I'll show the question paper on screen. Okay. Are you using a phone or computer? What are you using?
Actually, I'm using phone, sir. That's why it won't be visible. If you send me through a question paper through email, I will open that on a bigger screen.
Yeah.
I have the
Yeah.
display.
Okay. Why is my video off? Yeah, definitely. We will share it on this. Okay. You can, and we'll be simulating a blind experience because you have to imagine examiners behind you. So I'll be turning my video off. Everybody will be turning their video off. We'll just be focusing with respect to realistic environment. That's when you can take your phone, right? And read from the phone also. At the same time, I'll email you the paper also. So you can upload it. Like you can check it. Like not upload it, but put it on your computer screen. Charts right now, I might upload the chart on screen, but because your screen is small, you can use your own charts.
Yeah, I have the charts
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. In the exams, different charts could be given to you, more modified, more upgraded. So do not be scared. Look at the similarities and try to solve it. Okay? FIR boundaries, ACC boundaries, roots, NDBs, viewers, and everything. Nukul, बैठे बैठे बोर तो नहीं हो रहा है? वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम तो नहीं लग रहा आप दोनों को? प्रेरित, नुकुल?
नेगेटिव सर, विक्टर टैंगो पापा रोमियो टैंगो।
नुकुल, टाइम मिले तो डेटा रिफ्रेश कर लो ना, बहुत स्लो आ रहा है तो मैं वीडियो के साथ सुन नहीं पा रहा हूँ। कुछ 5G 4G करना है, 4G कर लो चाहिए तो, है ना? वैसे 1 या 2 मिनट लगेंगे स्टार्ट होने को मॉक, तब तक वो कर लो ना, तो मेरे को तुम्हारे साथ कंटिन्यूटी रहेगी क्वालिटी वाली। ओके, इंस्ट्रक्शंस। देव, नरेंद्र, प्रेरित, नुकुल नोस, भगत, इंस्ट्रक्शंस सुनो, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। क्वेश्चन पेपर आ गया, फ्लाइट प्लान को अच्छे से पढ़ना, अदर इंफॉर्मेशन अच्छे से पढ़ना। You have to track the route accurately on the chart. Cross verify everything. Then read the instructions and then start doing questions. Question, understand carefully, check the right ATC. Before you start question number one alpha, frame the call in your mind and look for any mistakes. Fix the mistake in your mind, be comfortable, only then say question number one alpha. Don't say transmitting also, it will take up more time. Say question number one alpha, whatever question you're transmitting, and then start transmission. When you start transmission, when you already made a call in mind, you will see you first write and then you speak. It comes to you directly. That is a good thing because if you make any more mistakes, you make it in writing and not in speaking. Because it's your first mock, focus more on being accurate and don't worry about time whatsoever. In exam also, you cannot see the time. Right now also, you cannot see the time. Okay? Just focus on accuracy, one call at a time. Till the time you're not good, told go to the next question, don't go. If there is no response, raise the station. If there is no response when a call is made, just raise the station with the same ATC to see whether you call the right ATC or not instead of giving the whole call like this. Do not skip questions. If ATC says something and you cannot write it down, don't say completely, say again. Ask them properly in call. W1, W2, say again after the last word, whatever word you heard. Write it, and whatever they will say, write it, and then give a complete read back again. If you say correction, you start with the last correct phrase in the same call and then use the corrected phrase. When you're starting, when in initially when you start, if you make a wrong call, W1, W2, disregard, and then start a fresh call. You cannot just say disregard anywhere. ATC is fast, you cannot hear it. Read you to, say again. All read you to, speak slower, say again after so and so. Victor Tango Bravo Delta Charlie. Ending your replies with call sign, acknowledgement, read back, everything is very important. Are we following, Bhagat? Understood all instructions? These will repeat once or twice more.
Yes, sir, understood.
Any questions?
Thank you.
Ready? Okay. Chalo. We all go blind. And observers, Narendra Dev, you will definitely be writing the whole call. Everything, and you'll write your personal notes also. There will be a lot for you to take and questions for you to ask. Okay? Bhagat, 1% भी doubt नहीं रहना है मन में. Believe in the strategy, believe in your hard work, and believe to have confidence. Got it? One element of doubt should not tell you that I don't know. Are we clear about this? Can you do this for this practice session?
Yes, sir, we'll try.
Very good.
So excuse me.
Okay, all stations, all stations. This is a gentle reminder that the ongoing session is done and now you are going to be called. So just let the experience of the realistic thing that you will be called anytime be alive. The moment you're called, you'll be ready. So this is just to inflict that right now.
So excuse me. Are you simulating this or I didn't get your last message?
All stations stand by till your name is called.
Roger.
Okay, Bhagat, please come to the exam hall.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You can check your email as well as I am also sharing the question paper on screen. Please quickly check email, and if you have got it, tell me and I'll start your timer. Have you got the paper?
Yes, sir. I have received the paper.
Very good. You can start transmitting. Now remember the instructions and be conscious about them. Bhagat, have you started transmitting any question?
Negative, sir.
Okay, okay.
Transmitting question number 1, alpha. Delhi ground. Victor Tango Yankee Papa on 121.9er. Stand alpha. Person on board 154. Security checks completed. Flight rules. Yankee. Flight level 290. Romeo 460. Delhi to Calcutta. Request push back and startup clearance. Aircraft Airbus 321.
Victor Tango Yankee Papa. Delhi ground. Pushback and startup not approved.
Pushback and startup not approved. Request reason. Victor Tango Yankee Papa.
Victor Tango Yankee Papa. Delhi ground. Startup not approved due special handling not acknowledged.
Startup not approved. Due special handling not acknowledged. hazardous material on board, Victor Tango Yankee Papa, correction, Victor Tango Tango Yankee Papa.
Go to next question.
Transmitting question number 1, Bravo. Pan pan, pan pan, pan pan. Delhi ground. Victor Tango, Tango Yankee Papa. On taxiway, Charlie. Passenger unconscious. Request medical services on priority. Airbus 321 holding position. Request taxi instructions. To return to RAM.
Go to next question.
Delhi ground. Victor Tango, Tango Yankee Papa.
Confirm question number.
Transmitting question number 1, Charlie.
Okay. Start over.
Delhi ground. Victor Tango, Tango Yankee Papa. On stand Alpha. Person on board 153. Flight rules Yankee. Delhi to Kolkata. Flight level 290, Romeo 460, revised expected time of departure 1115, request started.
Go to next question.
Transmitting question number 2. Pan 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 pan. Delhi ground. Victor Tango Tango Yankee Papa. Lined up runway 27. Taxiway Charlie 1. Sighted grass on fire. Hazardous on board. Request firefighting services on priority. Airbus A321 holding position.
Go to next question.
Transmitting question number 3. Delhi control. Victor Tango Tango Yankee Papa on 125.55. Over Tedas 1145. Flight level 290, Romeo 460, 50 TME inbound Lucknow. Radial 1 correction 300. Received bad weather warning ahead. Would like to turn left for 15 correction 15 nautical miles and at 10 nautical miles will climb 500 feet and maintain flight level 295 parallel on deviated track. Duration 15 minutes. Request weather deviation.
Go to next question.
Transmitting question number 4. Delhi radio.
Confirm question number
Copy.
4, Alpha or Bravo?
Question number 4 Alpha. Transmitting question number 4 Alpha. Delhi radio. Copy. Mumbai correction Kolkata radio. Victor Tango Tango Yankee Papa. VFR Delhi to Kolkata. Flight level 290. Romeo 460. 5 DME outbound Bhubaneswar. Radial 111. Time now 1215. Estimating Delhi, Kolkata, FIR boundary 1220. Gaya 1230. Nepal 1245. ETA Kolkata 1 correction 1305. Request correction request transit clearance changing over to Mumbai correction Kolkata radio.
Okay. Please submit your paper. आप मुझे logs भेज दो. Students, everybody, come. Let me see all. Bhagat, let me see all. आराम से भेजना. How was the experience?
Yeah, it was a little bit nervous because it was my first call and I was getting a little bit confused because of time. I had to answer quickly, right? So because of the not giving the date, so I was a little bit in a hurry.
Can I see you?
Actually, I'm not able to switch on this thing. Okay, yes, it's on.
No problem. So, Dev, Narendra, I hope you got more exposure. We will have a lot of things to discuss. We'll not discuss them now. We'll discuss when we connect on the next live session. You'll be on standby. We'll have like, we have to have sessions. We'll quickly do a little brief. Bhagat, I'm very happy to see your performance. Didn't feel like it's your first mock. That's a good thing. That's a big thing. I'm so proud of you, the way you have studied and remembered that you can give me such a performance with respect to accuracy. Tremendous job. There are certain errors which you have to take care of, and I think you're good to go. What are those errors? You're not saying correction carefully. When you say correction, you start with the last correct phrase that was said in the transmission. Do you understand what I'm saying right now? When you
Yes,
say
sir.
correction, you said request. Let's say here there was an example. Mm, request like ETA Kolkata 1305, request, correction, request transit clearance. So you said that. This is not the right way to say correction. It should be ETA Kolkata 1305, request, correction, ETA Kolkata 1305, request transit clearance. Do you understand how? This
Yeah,
one
got
mistake
it.
you have repeated 2 to 3 to 4 places. You fix this mistake. Rest, everything was very nice. You have good amount of situational awareness. You're not worried about time. That's why you have had so much of accuracy. I'm so proud of you. Like, amazing job. You just missed question number 4. Bravo. It's fine. you'll definitely pick up pace. We'll practice once more. Question number 5, ठीक है, we can assume you are scoring 20 on 20 there. Question number 4B, we can assume you'll score 5 on 10, like this, even if to be on the safer side. Question number 4 is an FIR report. Whenever you make a report, you name the report after the W1, W2 is done. Okay. Here it was not VFR from Delhi to Kolkata. It's IFR from Delhi to Gaya. Gaya to Kolkata is VFR. Flight rules Yankees, IFR first and then VFR. And in the route section on the chart, it's clearly given till Gaya. From Gaya, we have a lower flight level. It means I'll be cancelling my IFR, changing to VFR over Gaya. This is a call sign that we are expecting you to use in a call. These are the words. Cancelling my IFR for VFR on the transition point. Wherever the transition point is, that point here is there on the route. FIR report, you cannot say request transit clearance. Nothing. It's just a report saying changing over to the next radio. You were slightly confused. It can happen because of pressure and all. Remember how to say correction. That's the only mistake you have made. Uh, for weather deviation, generally we ask for 300 feet climb or descent. You said 500 feet. That is for RVSM. Rest, I think it was a good call. Question number 1, Bravo medical on ground is not a pan call. It can be taken as a normal call when you're on ground. And if you're giving a pan with medical reasons, then you have to say pan medical. Students, also keep that in mind. Pan medical, and then give a medical call. Here on ground, it's not an urgency call. As a pilot, if you think urgency, you can make pan medical and state the same. That would be the second best guess. Here we could, give more information about passenger, gender, age, what kind of issue has happened. Request immediate taxi to apron and ambulance and doctor and emergency medical services. That was fine. You covered it up really well. Just initially, there was a lot of dead air in question number 1, alpha, after security checks completed. Now, don't say completed, say security check cleared. Don't say completed. You had a long gap before you could say flight rules Yankee. Now, remember, this is your first call. I've told you, think and then only give the call. You could have thought about these things before giving a live call. Your dead air would have been saved. It's not flight rules Yankee. You will say IFR till Gaya, thereafter VFR. Simple. You can either say flight rule IFR or VFR. Yankee Zulu, IFR first, then VFR up to what point? That point which is there in route, which gives us obvious that, okay, from here my flight level is going to change. It means from here, I'm going to go VFR. Don't give dead air in the same call. You can wait between two fresh questions for as long as you want, but you cannot have a dead air of more than 5 seconds in the same call. You have to instantly give a reply within 5 to 10 seconds, request reason and all. Other information you should remember and put it in your startup call always. It's hazmat in your flight plan notes. It's given it's hazardous material. Other than that, use correction properly. Rest, I think you have done a good job with respect to first mock. Question number 1, Charlie, you did not mention revised manifest, but you were still aware about 1115 actual time of departure, which was very good. Revised manifest means the list of passengers. So although you did mention passenger on board 153, so you had situational awareness. That is really very good. So that is it. That is a good job. Radial DME, whatever you are saying, you be careful that you use correction carefully. That's the only big mistake you have made. Little bit of dead air. FI report not properly given. Question number 1, Bravo is not a pan medical. And even if it's a medical pan, we say pan, and then the word medical. So these are the observations. But overall, I think it's one of the best first mocks that I've got. Tremendous job. Like I'm so happy that you are where you are. Like it really fills me with joy to see such good performance. Feedback? Did you understand feedback?
Yes, sir.
Tell me if
I
you have
got
any questions.
Sir, just the flight rules related to flight rules
Uh-huh.
till Gaia. So there I got confused. That's why I took a long gap there. Flight rules Yankee. So
Before
that's
giving
why
call
instead,
only, you figure out everything. Now look at the question paper, everyone. What is Yankee? We know IFR first and then VFR, right? Now look at the flight plan and look at route. What is given there? I'm copy pasting the same thing. Read out, read out. Bhagat, read out.
uh, you want me to read out the flight rules?
Route. What are you not listening?
Okay. Romeo 460, yeah, Gaia, it's given GGC,
Look
it's a
at the
code
screen
for
now.
Gaia.
Look at the screen. Now, this is the only thing mentioned in route, and in flight rules, it's given Yankee. Do we know Yankee means IFR first and then VFR? Are we aware of it, Bhagat?
Yes, sir, IFR first time, yeah, yes, I'm aware of it.
Now, look at route. What is this route meaning? Romeo 460, VOR Golf Golf Charlie. Look at the chart. Where is VOR Golf Golf Charlie? Can you spot the name of the place? Look at the chart quickly. Everything is given in the paper.
Yeah, it's Gaia.
It's Gaia. What does it mean? I'm going Romeo 464 up to Gaia. Okay, I'll show you the chart. Yeah. This is Gaia. And radial 291 inbound. This is Romeo 460. After that, what is the question paper saying? Flight level 110. What does it mean? From Gaia, you will be going to flight level 110. What does it mean? It means flight rules Yankee. Up to Gaia, it's IFR, flight level 290. After Gaia, it's 110. It means it is VFR. Such are the subtle hints in your paper to understand IFR and then VFR. Are you following?
Yes, sir, got it.
Yeah, so such hints we have to be careful about. FI report call you will formulate again and send me after some time. Question number 4, Bravo, you will make live, write it and then send it to me again. Just live call. Because your time was overshot in question number 4, Alpha only, I wanted you to finish. You took 1.5 minutes extra, but time is not of a concern right now. Just use correction carefully. Don't give dead air and update your understanding about how to read flight rules, where it changes. Over Gaia, whatever call you have to make, you'll be making using mentioning the words cancelling my IFR for VFR. Request descent. If that call is to be taken, here you didn't have such situation. But FI report, you can do better. Pan medical, be careful how and when. Use corrections carefully. Rest everything you have done very nicely. Just don't say the word transmitting. I told in the first thing when you're saying question number, don't say the word transmitting. You still chose to do so. Don't do it. Just say question number 1 alpha and start question number 1 alpha. Then quickly, whenever you're starting 1 Bravo, say question number 1 Bravo. Okay. The transmitting takes a lot of time. 10 seconds for 6 questions will take up 1 minute. 5 seconds also. It's not necessary. So, Bhagat, how do you feel? I'm very happy. Keep working ahead the
Yes,
way you are working. Your next mock has to be within a day or two only. We don't have that much time to stretch it further. So be on the readiness and work on this feedback and let's see how well you do there. Okay.
yes, sir. Yeah.
We'll be doing a part 2 IVA also on the same day. So be ready and geared up and let me know since when are you ready for the same by dropping me a message. You can say, sir, I'm ready tonight only, I'm ready tomorrow only, or tomorrow afternoon, whatever the case is. Okay?
Yeah, sure, sir. Yeah.
Good. Nukul, Prerit, Narendra, any questions?
Negative, sir.
Negative, sir.
तुमने देखा पेपर देखा हुआ था बट कितना डिफरेंट गया पेपर कितना
Yes,
डिफरेंट गया
sir.
फीडबैक परफॉर्मेंस देखो, तुम्हें क्या लग रहा है नुकुल, प्रेरित, हाउ डू यू फील अबाउट हिज परफॉर्मेंस?
So if it is first time, then it's too good, sir.
है ना? मुझे भी
Yes, sir.
लगा
Yes, sir.
फर्स्ट टाइम के हिसाब से बहुत अच्छा है। नरेंद्र,
So,
यू डोंट हैव
same,
मच एक्सपीरियंस बट हाउ डू यू फील? बोलो ना प्रेरित।
yes, sir, सेम फीडबैक सर। फर्स्ट टाइम के हिसाब से बहुत अच्छा है मेरा तो। बीच पेपर में ही रुक गया था मैं, फर्स्ट टाइम मॉक मेरा।
So Bhagat, let's count on this. You have amazing chances of clearing in this session. Do what you're doing and let me know whatever you need and follow instructions. आज का feedback पे काम करना है. That is very important. You will be more improved. So far, I can see you have done what you're required to do at the best of your capacity. So good job. Be positive and be sure that it is going to be in your favor. Okay?
Thank you.
Hmm. Let's just let Dave join in and then we'll wrap up together. So, Nukul, Prerit, Narendra, anything you all need, anytime, a session before, tomorrow, day after, just let me know how you feel. Speak your mind and let me know how you feel through your messages. Bhagat, keep it up the way you're going on, but take my replies and instructions sincerely and believe in them. If you cannot believe, you can directly say, Sir, I'm not able to work on that. What to do? I don't think that's going to happen because I think it's going good. Dev, how do you feel about the performance? First mock?
So it was pretty good, sir.
Do you have any questions?
Negative questions actually, it was the same paper also which I had received. So I kind of know that what all mistakes were made and like what not to do. So fairly understandable, sir.
Dave, you also let me know when would you like your part 1, part 2 mock and drop me a message so that if you all want it earlier than I have planned, then we should try to do it. Okay? And if you, whatever
Affirmative.
you are prepared for, just speak your mind and let me know. We'll communicate over chat and be on the lookout for more live session updates and try your best to attend them. Okay? So maybe
Affirmative.
if today evening, if I'll have a mock, you'll not be there. But next tomorrow, definitely you all can imagine to be in a session, everyone, same time afternoon or sometime in the evening, obviously. So right now you can keep that 3 p.m. mind in your mind and say, and you can always check, even if you don't get a notification, you can check. So are we doing a session? I'm like, we can, if you're ready, why not? 20 minutes, let's do a 15-minute mock, at least do let's part 2 mock. Like that, we are going to be in sync and not wait for sir, but reach out to sir. Remember that. ठीक है नुकुल, तुम्हारा टेस्ट होगा, प्रीत तुम्हारा भी होगा, जल्दी आजकल में ही करेंगे, ऐसे सोच के रेडी रहना, और कुछ भी चाहिए मुझे अपडेट्स चाहिए लेकिन। नरेंद्र, अपडेट्स, okay, you are doing a good job, complete, finish. Dev, whatever it's left, I'll discuss. Any assignment you need, I'll give you. In the meantime, just go with the way you are preparing. If you need a mock sooner, let me know. Okay? I think instead of a project, I think homework, a mock would be better, but I'll think about it. Just highlight the same message again. And Bhagat, going good. Fine tune your understanding. For question number 5, examples also, booklet is given to you all. I hope everybody has that RTR folder. RTR book 1 to book 15, I guess. Narendra, do you have it? Book
Yes, sir. I have.
11 or 12 onwards are part 2 notes. Okay? And before that are all part 1 notes. If you are still unsure, you can share a screenshot of what you have. If need be, I'll share the whole folder with you all again. Bhagat, any questions before we part for now?
Yeah, sir, actually, regarding question 5, there are 5 questions, right? So we have to transmit it in
So we'll
RT
say
language.
question number 5.1 and we'll answer question number 5.1 just by giving the answer and writing the answer. Aircraft request correction. Aircraft is requesting deviation by 17 nautical miles due lines call. Examiner will tell you go to next question. In case nobody is saying anything you ask, sir, can I just jump to the next question? Confirm? Don't say jump. Can I go to the next question? And then only do it. Ideally, they're supposed to tell you to go to the next question, even in those questions. And you only have to give answers, transmit answers, and write the answers. Are you clear?
So yes, sir. So in this case, aircraft is requested to deviate by 17 nautical miles due line squall. So do we have to write it the same way, like in the full form, like
No, you
how
write
we
RT
say it in?
phraseology. No, you write phraseology only. You can use abbreviations. Whatever we are allowed to write, we'll write. It's how you are speaking is what they are checking. So you don't have to write deviation full. Okay, they want to see whether you can read out abbreviations fully, but in writing, we write with abbreviations only, right? That's the whole point of writing.
Okay.
I think, Bhagat, you have not gone through these documents, huh? Students, don't leave any room for doubt. I'm talking about this particular folder.
Sir, can
Okay.
I say
Wait, I'm
something?
sharing. Sorry, what?
Sir, I think transmitting the fifth question, even in the folder, even in that booklet, sir, I think the whole transmission is like aircraft is requested to deviate
That
170.
that is given to you so you know what the answer is to be. Like we have to write it in full form to explain what should be the answer. See, I'm talking about this folder. Has everybody gone through these? This question number 5, book 11. Go through it. 90% accuracy is there. There might be some errors here and there. Be on the lookout for those errors. You can always cross check with the abbreviations manual, which you all have actually. Okay. See, aircraft is requesting deviation. This is how we read it out, but we'll only write like this only, obviously. You don't have to write full. It will take a long time. If examiner precisely tells you, no, write full, then you do it. Only if they specify. They will not generally, because in writing, we write as per abbreviations only. So please go through all these books for part 1 up to book 11 is important. Make sure you have read it at least twice. For part 2, start reading for book 12, 13, 14, and 15. Please. Okay, over and above your class notes. Abbreviations doc, keep reading. Definitions, keep reading. Indicators and flight plan, nicely verify item numbers, box numbers, everything. Okay. And definitions, you can do it from here also. You can do it from CR regulations also. I don't mind. Go through these notes. Don't make sure that you have gone through these notes, students. Any more questions? We are in a little rush to wrap up. It doesn't mean that questions will not be answered or will not be meet again. So feel free to let me know.
So just one question.
Please ask. Nukul and Prerit, आपसे
Question
मुझे
number
input चाहिए.
5.
Yeah, tell me. बोलो.
It's second in question number 5, number 2. It's holding over NDB Delhi. So if you we have to transmit, we say Delta Papa or it's Delhi. We say just the Delhi. It's
NDB
Delhi, right?
Delta Papa.
NDB of
Here
Delhi.
you say Delta Papa because you don't have a chart also. It's very difficult for you to guess. VOR also will say VOR Delta Papa November for Delhi, and NDB also will say NDB Delta Papa.
Okay. But while in transmitting
In
questions for
NDB, in NDB question number 5, do say non-directional beacon. Say the full form. Okay. Please ask quick. What are you asking, Bhagat? Please, we are overshooting time.
yeah, sir, while transmitting from Delhi VOR, right, we say the distance. So we can say from Delta. Okay, I got it. We have to just say the name of it instead of Delta Papa November. Yeah, that's how we follow.
No,
I just
over in calls, whenever we are stating VOR, we are going to say VOR Delta Papa November. That is an update. VOR Delta Radial 350 inbound VOR Delta Papa November DME 50. Like this. We will not say Delhi, we will say VOR Delta Papa November. Any VOR you're going to say estimates with, positions with, you'll say VOR so and so letters. Say the word
But
VOR.
in previous training and classes, we always
It is
mentioned
an
inbound.
update, Bhagat. I'm
Okay,
giving you
okay,
an
okay.
update.
Sir,
It is an
got it, sir.
update. These days, some examiners are asking us to do that. So let's do it that way.
Okay.
It is an update. I'm giving you in shortcut what you want. If you would listen, you would understand. It is a good time you are asking this question because I did not give you this feedback right now in your calls because you have done so many good things that I don't want to pinpoint mistakes. But if the same mistake arises, we would work on that in the next mock. But now we are able to resolve that also. How will you name VOR? You will say VOR and you will say the abbreviation code of the VOR. You will not say Delhi, you will say VOR Delta Papa November. You will not say Mumbai, you will say VOR Bravo Bravo Bravo. Similarly, for Gaia, will not say VOR Gaia, or Gaia will say VOR Golf Golf Charlie. Are you understanding? Just replace this as an update in your learning. Are you following, Bhagat?
Yeah, got it.
So here in this question paper, over LLK will transmit it as over VOR Lima Lima Kilo. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
बोलो और क्या questions है? The other earlier way is also correct, but these days examiners are becoming more specific because papers are being repeated. People are copy pasting things. So they want more accuracy now, more accuracy, more accuracy. How people who are passing, maybe they are just ratifying and passing with leaked papers. So they are thinking that, okay, how to check logical reasoning? What if you are in an international airport, you don't know the name, you only know the VOR? So we say VOR and we say the names of the letters. It's the same thing. Similarly, for NDB, I said question number 5, separate, go through the booklet of question number 5 solved examples to get an idea how these are to be solved most of the cases. Bhagat, is it clear? It's an update how we are
Yes, sir.
representing VOR. Feel free to ask as number of times as you all want. Don't take anything personally, okay? Sir shouting, sir, this, that. No. We are focusing on accuracy. We are a team. All students are clearing, getting license, showing picture. You are also going to do the same. When you get your license, I'll ask you to click a picture holding your license for Wall of Fame. This is what you're going to imagine, students. Bhagat, imagine yourself sending that picture. Nukul, full picture chahiye. Imagine yourself sending that picture. Prerit, it means everything else is fallen in place for us to get your license in hand. Correct? Okay? Any more questions? Park them and post it through chat. We'll take it ahead. Overall, Om did a very good job. Bhagat, you did a very good job. Very happy. Dev, inspire just like this. Narendra, inspired just like this. Nukul, Prerit, no doubts. I'm just waiting to see how well you're performing. Okay? I'll take your leave. Bhagat, good job. Keep it up. Very well done.
Thank you, sir.
Chalo. See you, students.